welcome back to another video. And as I've said, if I got 40 likes on the previous video on this, I will drop a tutorial. And here's the tutorial. And just like a little update on the avatar project, it's very close to being finished. I only have the water element and some sub elements left. But just for you new viewers here that didn't see the previous video, I'll just be showcasing one more time how this kind of looks. But so basically, right, of course, sometimes this is where it glitch. You gotta reset this like this. So let me just do that real quick. But for your for the new viewers here, basically how this works is as you can see here, pretty cool. And you can either win or lose money. In this video, I'll be teaching you how you can do this in Minecraft, and it's pretty simple. It's around 54 command blocks I counted, but it actually looks like way less than 54. You can't tell me this looks like 54 command blocks, but it is. Um, And from the previous video, I actually added one extra thing. I just basically made the falling physics a little bit more realistic, but it's only one extra command block, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, let's get straight to the tutorial. So before I start showcasing what's in these command blocks, you have to type in chat /scoreboard objectives add money dummy for the money part, and then you got to type in add side dummy, which is basically for the Plinko balls to have like a random side it wants to go to, like this. And basically, I made this right here, this contraption, for the viewers, so it's kind of easier for you guys to do this. So basically, have all these arrows facing the same way, of course, and put this one on impulsive needs redstone. And then you do this, summon armstand Grum, and this one right here will just align the armstand named Grum. And this one right here will equip it with a redstone block. You can change what the Plinko ball's block will be depending on what you want, but I thought redstone block looks the best. And here, this basically saves the Plinko into a structure. But sometimes when you leave and rejoin the world, it makes this bug where it doesn't work. And that's probably because you haven't, because you gotta, sometimes it kind of removes the structure. So you gotta press this button kind of each time you join for some reason. It's a weird bug. I think Minecraft might fix it in the future. But here is for the mini block to make it mini. Just copy this, repeat, always active, no ticks. Remember, all arrows facing the same way, and these are all chain unconditional here. And just copy this. Copy this word by word, like you don't got to change anything at all. Then the next thing here is just copy this right here. It makes the arm stand TP downwards, so it kind of falls, you know. And this one right here is for the decider of if it wants to go to the left or right, and it's 50-50 chance. So just copy this completely, and you should be good. Then this right here, just copy this. This is kind of for a little bit more realistic fall physics. This isn't 100% needed, so you could remove this if you don't want to type this out yourself. But this kind of just makes it look cooler, so I do recommend having this um, implemented. But it might take a little while to type out. So hopefully you're on PC. But for people like me that are on PlayStation, it takes a long time to type out. Then just copy this right here. Should be all good. That's basically for TPing to the left. And basically it TPs to the left and goes a little bit upwards. So it kind of looks like it's bouncing off of the things. And this one just resets the score again. Remember, these two are connected. And this one's for the right side, for it to move right to the right. This boom. And something to keep in mind, I used squiggly lines, right? So you have to check, if, for example, if you made the wall in this direction, which is the opposite of what I made, you have to change the thing, right? Because right now it's on this right here. Let me just show you. Copy. And basically how this works, if I go here, it will TP me. Oh. It will TP me to the left, right? But on this wall, it won't TP me to the left. It will TP me backwards, which means depending on where you make the Plinko machine, you have to change this to the other squiggly line here. Put one here instead, so TPs me to the left on this one instead. But if you set up in the same direction as this one, it should be all good. Then the next one is this one right here. This is basically just it clears all players that don't have the Plinko tag for their emerald. So, for example, if I do slash slash tag at s remove destiny remove Plinko, right? It will remove my Plinko or my emerald, which is basically how I play the game. Then this one right here, this is for the cool particle, right? So basically, where you've set up your thing here, this is basically this just for some extra coolness. And basically, out of this place, it will also spawn the Plinko. And basically, that particle is kind of weird, so you have to align it a little bit off put from the actual place. And this one right here is for the money scoreboard or like the money title you see at the bottom of my screen. So just copy this. And this is basically if you go minus, it's the same thing, but if you go minus in money, it will turn red instead. So just copy that. Then right here, copy this. This is basically so when you do have the Plinko tag, which is kind of the opposite of the previous one. So if I give myself tag Plinko like this, I'll get the emerald automatically in my fourth hotbar slot. So just copy this. Repeat always active. By the way, all these command blocks have no ticks except this one right here. So the bottom one right here has 2 ticks. It's just so you don't spam too much. But basically this just tests for if you have an emerald in your hand and you have the tag Plinko and you have more than $10. And basically when you're crouching with all those things, if you have more than $10 and an emerald in your hand and you're crouching, it will summon a structure named Plinko at the coordinates you want them to. I put them to these coordinates right here. But for you guys, you have to go over to where you want it, like for example over here, and you have to check out the coordinates of this specific place. So remember that. Then this one is conditional. Just remember that conditional uh, chain command block. And this one, actually, real quick, this one you don't actually need this at all. So I'm just gonna do this for the video. Copy and paste, just like that. So basically, the next one here, which is conditional, this basically just removes the money when you bet something, right? So then this is good. And now for this part, this is basically for the how much money you win or lose, you can call it. So this is 0.2x. So just copy everything here. Don't change the names or anything because I'm going to show you how you will implement this on your own board. Then this one right here is for a cool play sound. So just copy this. Then this one here is for the chat. So it says what you hit. And this one right here just kills the arm stand. And this one at the top here is conditional. And they're kind of the same for all these, but just different names. So bear with me. Copy this. These are just different names. So you got to add all these, by the way. This one, different color. This is it's a 6 color. And boom. Next one right here. Copy this. Just pause the video if you're wondering what it says. And this is red. And then boom. Then the next one here. This is basically for the different money amounts. You can change this, but I recommend just keeping it the exact same, except if you're like experienced on command blocks. You can change stuff how you want, but if you're a newbie, I don't recommend changing too much because it might just break the whole system. And then this one right here. This is for the jackpot, 24 times. Wait, I didn't show you guys what I used 4. Boom. And then this one right here. Good. Then this one right here. This is for the 1.5x. And this one right here. Should be all good. And then this one right here. This affects the arm stand with invisibility. You can make this more specific and do name equals to gram. I just did all arm stands because it's easier. And then this one right here. Just basically affects me with night vision. It does. This one isn't needed, but it's just because I made this box here, and it's quite dark in this box. So now, don't leave me yet, because there's still some important steps left. So to set up this whole thing, right? We have this whole thing here. I'll actually remove the invisibility, right? So boom, and then I do slash effect at E clear. So you'll actually see how this works. So basically, if you look over here, you can see there's an armor stand for each of these. And all these have one space gap between them, like this. And basically, you can just copy this, make one here, make them orange, and then three boom, and then boom, and this right here, and then this right here, and then this right here. And of course, change up the colors like I did behind here. I'm just showing this right now, real quick. And of course, you can change the colors if you want to, but I recommend just sticking it to the same so it kind of fits the system, or else you gotta kind of change the colors on everything in the system. But basically, first you set up a system or like a setup like this, right, in the wall. And then what I did from that, I'm just gonna break this a little bit because we don't really need this. Bear with me here. I'm breaking some blocks too, but it's all good. I'll fix them up later. So basically, when you've set up all those blocks, like I just told you, um, below or in front of each of those blocks, right, you have to do this. This one's 0.2, and then one next to it is 0.2 and 0.2. This one's 1.5, and then 1.5, then 2x. So you basically get an armor stand, right? You get an armor stand, then you get a name tag, and then, oh, bear with me, then you get an anvil, and you go into the anvil and just type in, for example, 0.2x. And then you go to the arm stand, you want this on, and you just get it on there. And basically how it works, 1.5, and then to a 2x on the next one, and a 4x, and a 9x, and then a 24x, and it's the same thing on the other side here. And boom. And now you set up all the armor stands. And from the top one here, which is the top pillar, which is in total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks tall, you go up 1.5 block here, and that's how tall you want it from there. And basically you off put it one to the side here from that final pillar, and then you just do like one gap space between each of these, and then you move on to the next level, and you go up 1.5 blocks, and then you go one to the left, and then you do the same thing, one gap, and then go over here, and then go one up, 1.5, and then to the right. So basically go in and in and in all the way to one block here, and then you basically set up the whole thing. And just real quick to showcase this kind of this physics system of the dropping of the balls, I can actually remove a set of these and kind of make it a little bit, what can you call it? Maybe different, I can call it. But if I like do this, for example, it's gonna be a little bit different. So as you can see, kind of like, yeah, it reacts to the quartz slabs. So do remember, have your quartz slab, not any other block, except if you've changed it in the command block, but I just recommend making it stay the same so you don't mess anything up. But if you have done all this, I do recommend adding a button as I've done here, which basically does resets your money to 1K. And basically how you do this, you have a button, and behind it we have scoreboard players set at a money of 1,000. And then this one right here, doesn't matter. This one, just this one matters, and you're good. And this is basically all you gotta know. And let me just turn on the invisibility again of these armor stands, and I'll just be showcasing this one final time before I call it quits. So here you go. This is what you're gonna get if you've done all the steps I told you. This is what you're gonna get at the end. And just before I go, as a reminder, even if you've done all this and it works when you first time you joined, sometimes when you leave and rejoin, it doesn't work. That is because you have to press this button again sometimes because of some weird bug in Minecraft, and then it should be all good. But if you like the video, Please hit the subscribe button and the like button and join my Discord down below. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.